All right, we are live. Happy Friday. Happy Invincible Finale Day.
Yeah,
Something like that. It's time for Friday Night Draw. Here with Rodney Fike. How we doing?
we're doing good. Minus the hiccups, we're just fine.
Oh, everybody's got to hop in there and scare Rodney.
That's right. Scare the hiccups right out of me.
Yeah. Ryan's here. He has shared the video for us. Thank you.
Thank you, Ryan. Appreciate it.
I'm trying to get a Twitch share out on the old Twitter here. See if we can do that. There we go. Got the old share out there. So yeah, it's Friday. We haven't had a chance to watch the Invincible finale yet, but we'll get there this evening.
That's cool. Yeah, I think I have to watch last week's
Okay.
and this week's.
Ryan's asking, are you excited for Star Wars Day?
Yeah.
Yeah, but we get Bad Batch that day. I'm excited for that.
Yep.
First episode is supposed to be 75 minutes.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Do we know how many episodes that's going to be?
I don't know that I've seen anything. I would take a wild guess and go at least 6 episodes, if not 8. 14, according to Clone Wars fandom.
Wow.
At least 14. So that's cool.
They don't know.
Well, it's a fan site, so everybody's just guessing until Disney Plus puts out official info, and everybody's in the dark.
Huh. Okay.
Let's see. Ryan says Crimson Shadows. Tell us about it. Well, we will as soon as the creators come on. They'll be joining us about 8:15 tonight. And Louis in the house.
8:30. They're going to be here at 8:30.
8:30. I'm sorry, 8:30. So Louis here says good evening. Hope everything is good with you guys.
Evening, Louis. Yeah. Other than my hiccups, we're doing good.
Yeah. Somebody's still got to scare Rodney. And then Ryan's asking, what are we drawing tonight? So what do you got on the table tonight?
I'm doing an Ahsoka sketch cover bust shot on a Shattered Empire sketch cover. And
Nice.
Thank you. Looks like you're doing lovely Wonder Woman.
Yeah, I got Wonder Woman. I'm gonna follow that up because I don't have too much more to go on this, at least for the pencils anyway. I'm gonna follow that up with a Batman Who Laughs, and if I get lucky enough and get Batman Who Laughs done, I got a couple of 50-50 sketches from the old Clan McDonald that I can work on.
Sweet.
So gonna try to slip a few of those in there tonight. So yeah, that's what we got on the table. And I was thinking back to the Star Wars Day thing. Kind of hoping, wink, wink, nudge, nudge, that somebody will take notice that Squadrons is on sale, and we could use some Squadrons for the old PS4. I'm hilarious. I know I'm hilarious, but we need the Squadrons. Just looks like a fun game.
So the 14 episodes is coming from the composer who was on a podcast. He said he was working on episode 14 now.
The music composer was on a podcast and said at the time when he was on there, they was working on the music for episode 14. So we know there's at least 14 episodes according to what that person said.
Okay. That's a pretty big season. 14 episodes.
Yeah, I mean, especially like I saw they released somebody one of like the foreign Disney Pluses apparently released the titles and the first 3 episodes by mistake. Like they put the stuff up on the menu, and the first one clocked in at 75 minutes, and I think the second one was clocking in at 45. But I was trying to avoid reading titles, so I just quickly glanced at it. So that's what I thought I saw as I glanced at it. 75 is right, and I think the second one's supposed to be 45.
You don't really think that was by mistake, do you?
Because it was the foreign one, yeah. Because they've had some troubles with that over the last year or so. If it were one of the other ones where they would have made a little flub, I'd call it a little more into question.
Right.
But since this was like, some dude in his basement going, yeah, I saw this on my Disney Plus account. I call it a little bit of a questionary thing there.
Right.
Now, if it would have been, some known, reporter of some sort, and they happen to stumble upon it, then I'd put a little more weight on it. But I have been hearing for a while rumor that the first episode was supposed to be like 70 minutes. So I'm going to believe that part for now.
Yeah. Why not?
We got to give Rodney a good scare. I think Tammy's coming for him.
Oh, Jesus. Take a big old drink of water here.
Oh, yeah, I do. Is the lightsaber going to be on the cover, or are you just drawing it off? Like, are you doing something cool?
Yeah, both lightsabers are going to be on the cover. One's going to cut right across the middle, and one's going to cut down the right side.
Man, she got your number, dude.
I know. With good cause.
I'll just give you a little bit of grief. That looks a little bit more than a bust shot. That's almost a torso. Pretty much is a torso.
Well.
Yeah, it's supposed to be a bus shot. What are we doing? We already redid it. Stop, buddy. Fix it.
Uh-oh, did I get you in more trouble?
Well. Let's start over.
Oh, don't start over.
Oh, I'm starting over.
No.
Clear, there's a specific. He's supposed to be doing a specific thing.
All right, try again. One thing we can do is switch pencils. I hate that pencil. I hate that lead. Let's see. There we go. Okay.
Now I feel bad. Now I got you like starting all over.
Don't worry about it. I wasn't feeling it, so everything happens for a reason.
All right. So we were talking about it backstage there. They announced they cast Guy Gardner in the new HBO Green Lantern series. We were talking about how we think this guy doesn't look Guy Gardner enough, or Guy Gardner-ish.
Yeah, it's too pretty.
Andre's in the house. I wonder if Andre saw the news. He's usually on the up and ups with all these castings and whatnots.
What say you, Andre? What do you know of this Guy Gardner fool?
Yeah, and I got a little something for Andre today.
Uh-oh. What might that be?
It's gonna be a surprise.
Ah.
Got a little something that's gonna go the Canadian way there.
Oh, I see.
I didn't spill it, and I didn't say anything about that first part that you said, so that we don't know what's going on. I got a squirrel the producer over here. She's gonna ruin it. I say nothing. Been on conference calls all day. Have no idea what's going on in the Nerdverse. Oh,
come on,
Andre! You're supposed to do your homework before you come on here. Edward's in the house. How's it going, Edward?
Edward, how we doing, buddy?
Edward, and I do believe this is your Wonder Woman.
Hey, hey.
But I watched Invincible. Talk about an Oedipus complex. Well, don't go spoiling stuff for us, man. We haven't got to watch it yet.
Seen it yet? Ixnay on the spoiler. Hey. See what I did there?
I see what you did there. I like it. Edward, thank you. Yeah, this is one of the commissions from the old Comics Elite live sales, so I'm working my way through those. Bouncing back and forth from stuff from that weekend with the Comics Elite and the Clan McDonald stuff, as well as all the other stuff on the old to-do list.
I saw McDonald post about the Jusco Captain exclusive.
Yes. Yeah, the exclusive he's got coming looks really cool.
Sweet.
He's got another one popping up that he teased yesterday as well. That I don't know if he's put out the full reveal yet, but I believe he said it's a Brett Booth, and I can't remember who inked him on it, but Red Sonja cover.
Oh, that could be pretty swanky.
Let's see. Andre says, Kevin TC, remind me to send you the link. All right. I don't know if Kevin's in the house watching, but there you go, Kevin. Andre says to remind him to send him the link.
You have been instructed.
If you are in the house, pop in the comments. Say hello.
Say, how you doing? How you doing? Guess what's gone?
What's that?
Guess what's gone?
Guess what's going?
What's gone?
What's gone?
The hiccups.
The hiccups are gone? Woohoo!
Hiccups are gone. I think it's because producer B scared me.
She was like, why are you doing that?
What have you wrought? Okay.
I didn't really see much other nerd news today that I can think of. I did see it, but didn't see much of it. That there's a couple of like set photos and some like concept art for the new Flash movie, and it shows the new Flash costume.
Yeah,
and there was like a little snippet I saw of Michael Keaton's Batman.
Oh yeah, I did see a shot of that. I don't know if it was something reworked or if it was something new.
I don't know. All I saw was like kind of a blurry, out of phase shot of his Batman, basically like a bus shot.
Yeah, that's what I saw.
And I didn't get to see the photo. I was looking at the article, but I could not figure out what I had to do to see the photo of his Batman, Wayne Manor.
Huh.
It was supposed to be a shot of the house, but I didn't see it. I don't know if they're using the same location they used back in the 80s or not.
I don't know. I didn't see that. And I gotta say, I don't know that I'm a fan of that new Flash costume.
I didn't like what I saw. Like, it's missing the belt and the armbands and the boots.
Yeah.
And if like they would add those, I think it would be perfect.
Yeah.
I mean, it looks way better than what they did in Justice League.
Yeah, I will say that. Okay. What was that beeping noise, baby? What was getting ready to blow up?
Nothing with her. She's baking for tomorrow.
Oh.
She's in the other room with the TV on, so like, she can't hear.
Oh,
the buzzer going
okay,
on.
that's what it. Okay.
And it reminds me, you said something about tomorrow. Tomorrow's the Kentucky Derby. Has everybody got their horse picked?
No.
We were picking ours earlier, as well as I was picking studio paint colors, and then we were picking horses in between.
I don't even know who's running it.
It's a weird deal, she says. I don't know. There's a bunch of crazy named horses, a bunch of long shots. Like their odds are all like greater than 20-1 or something.
Yeah.
And they were making a big deal about it on the news. However, it's not as big a deal that they made it out to be. It was like there's a female trainer that's got a horse in the race this year, but they've had that before and stuff. But it's been like 6 years since they've actually had somebody that's made it to the Derby. So there's that makes it kind of unique in a way, but
makes it topical.
Yeah.
There you go.
So, best of luck to everybody entering and stuff, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
We went 1 year when we lived down that way. Sat on the infield, watched the race basically on the jumbotron because that was pretty much all we could see. But it was fun. I've never seen so much like drunken debauchery in my life.
Did Steph wear a nice big hat?
Yeah, she did.
Do you have pictures of said hat?
It wasn't that big.
It wasn't anything too crazy, but
Next time I will go big or go home.
So next time, go big or go home. So yeah,
there you go.
We sat on the infield. I got myself pretty liquored up with a mint julep because Steph wanted the collector's glass.
There you go.
I drank that thing, and we were sitting out in the heat and whatnot on the infield, and it's like, hey, I probably should have ate a little bit more before drinking this and walking back.
You watch some guy run on top of a golf cart and get arrested.
Not golf carts, porta potties.
Porta potties.
Yeah, they had all the porta potties lined up in this big stretch. Some dude climbed on it and started running across the rooftop of these porta potties.
Oh, that didn't end well.
No, as soon as he got to the end, the cops were sitting there waiting with a golf cart, and they zip tied him, put him on the back of the golf cart, and drove him off. Yeah, it was some good times.
I'm sure they were very happy he didn't fall through, so they didn't have to zip tie him covered in shit.
Yeah, that was my thing. Was like I was just going, oh my god, this guy's gonna fall through the roof, and whatever poor bastard sitting inside there is gonna fall through, and everybody's just gonna be covered in shit, and it's gonna be awful. And that didn't happen, thankfully. Thankfully, those roofs held up, but it was nuts. Like it looks like all those videos you see of MTV Spring Break. That's what it looked like on the infield.
Yeah.
It was nuts.
Yeah, we a few years back, this is probably 7 or 8 years ago, Tina's sister and brother-in-law, they go down pretty frequently, and they rented a big bus.
Oh yeah.
2 big buses, one for the guys and one for the girls. And they paid Tina and I each $150 plus bought our lunch to shuttle all the drunkards to and from the the race.
Oh yeah.
That was Keeneland.
Well, it was Keeneland. Okay, yeah, it was Keeneland. So yeah, we drove them down and let them party and everything, and then picked them up.
Nice.
Made $150 plus they paid for our lunch.
There you go.
Yeah.
We like took a shuttle in to watch the race, hung out for stuff. Saw Tommy Lee get out of like a limo. Saw O.J. Simpson show up.
Really?
Later heard on the news and through all the grapevines of all the kids whose parents had all sorts of money and were actually there for all these different occasions. O.J. Simpson was kicked out of one of the restaurants in downtown Louisville.
Really?
Yeah, he's kicked out of
Red Star, yeah, he was kicked out.
Well, he never was really kicked out. He wasn't allowed in.
He wasn't allowed in. The owner was like, "Nope, you're not allowed in my place. Get the hell out of here."
Huh.
It was crazy good times.
Sounds like it.
Hard to see what Rodney is drawing. Is it a gnome hooker?
How did you know?
Oh, that's better. Definitely not a gnome hooker. No. I don't know where we got gnome hooker, but it would have been awesomer if his autocorrect would have changed it to rodent again. Russell the Love Muscles here just popped in to say hi before I start weed eating. Or is he doing the other kind of weed eating? He's got some brownies stashed away.
Yeah, just what kind of weed eating are you into, Mr. Muscle?
Mr. the Love Muscle. So yeah, since we got just a couple minutes and I see one of our guests is backstage there, I guess we should do like maybe a little primer introduction that we're going to be talking some Crimson Shadows with Brett Pinson and Scott Zambelli in just a few minutes here. They've got a Kickstarter up and running, and I did the Kickstarter exclusive cover for issue 2 that's currently running. So we'll get to hear from them in just a few minutes, and they can tell us about all their fun and good stuff coming from Bardstone Publishing.
Sweet. A lot of goodies heading our way.
Oh, yeah. Russell, that's not good. Unfortunately, got home at 5:30 and just got done mowing. I think I might just lay down and die at this point. He manages to say this just after Edward said it's getting dark here. Oh, it did, and I went back and fixed it. Be right back. Hold my seats. I was thinking about the gnome thing, and then I realized why I remembered seeing a gnome recently, and I don't want to spoil any movies for anybody, so I will not talk about the gnome.
Let's talk about the Noid. The Noid is back.
Yeah, the Noid is back. I saw that on TV the other night. I'm like, whoa, they brought him back.
I love the Noid.
That's awesome.
Who doesn't love the Noid?
Probably all those people that are getting crappy pizzas.
Well, consider who you're ordering from.
Is the Noid? Is that Domino's, right?
Yep.
Yeah. will say Domino's has stepped up their game in the last couple of years.
Yeah, they're a lot better than they used to be. I'll give you that.
Yeah, we order from them on the occasion.
Tell you what, that place that we went when we were up there, what's that called? Macco's?
Oh, Massey's?
Man, that place was the bomb.
I love Massey's.
It's must see pizza.
It's well, ours opened like right as the old Pandy kicked into effect, so I don't know whether or not ours is going to end up doing it. But a couple of their other locations, they have a lunch buffet.
Wow!
So you can try all their different lovely pizzas.
Interesting.
Yeah. So whenever you're up this way for lunch,
that's good to know.
Just give me a phone call, or just swing on in, pick me up, and we'll head over and grab some Massey's.
Let's go get some Massey's.
The Cadillac of pizza, as their advertising says.
Oh, well, there you go.
Edward, food. Andre, what did I miss? We talked pizza. We've been talking about Massey's. It's it's Rodney's favorite writing material, according to producer B. It shows up in every story.
That's right.
That was hilarious. I didn't realize it until she said that, and then I read all this stuff, and I'm like, okay, maybe she's got a point.
Every freaking
What are you gonna do? I'm a foodie.
Exactly. Go with what you know.
I don't do drugs. I don't run whores. I don't, I'm a foodie.
And there's not a thing wrong with that, because I consider myself one of those as well. Still my probably top I'll say top 5 things I miss from not doing conventions in the last year or so is all the crazy food places.
Yeah, definitely miss those. Was that Scott that I heard pop in? Yep.
Yep, everybody's here if we want to bring everybody in.
All right. Release the hounds.
Release the hounds. Yes, producer A, if you would so kindly bring in our esteemed guests.
Woof,
I'm
woof, woof.
We're the dog pound.
What's up, guys?
How
Hey.
are you guys doing?
Good. How are you?
Doing good. You guys are up in your game too much on here. I'm afraid to draw on this show. I love the drawings you did last night.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah,
Yes,
they came out
thank you.
good.
I went out drinking last night, so I didn't see your drawing. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, well, everybody's got to have a hobby.
I'm working on it.
So, Scott, how's your belly?
It's doing good. I'm in the office today. So for those who don't know, I had hernia surgery a few days ago, and modern technology is so amazing. It was done with that Da Vinci robot. So instead of cutting through the muscle wall, they go in there. They have this 3D camera that goes in there. The doctor has his head in this machine, and for him, it's like he's inside. It's so crazy, but so recovery time's much faster. I'm still feeling a little tight and sore, but overall, I'm doing better than I thought I would be. So that's good.
That's good. Good.
Yeah, modern technology is a miracle. How much longer till it's like Star Trek, where they just scan you and you're fixed? And
Right?
yeah, it wasn't that long ago. They just stuck a piece of leather in your mouth and sawed your leg off, and
Right.
That was like 100 years ago only. It's always crazy watching those Civil War things.
Oh yeah.
How they handled that stuff. Just chew on this.
Yeah.
Walk it off.
Here, take a shot of whiskey. You're gonna need it.
Yeah. Whiskey seemed to work with everything back then.
Yeah.
Give it to the baby when it's crying, whether cutting off your leg, whatever.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Good
Good stuff.
right?
Yes. So you have us here to talk about Crimson Shadows. You want me to jump into that?
Yeah, guys, take it away. Tell us all
right.
about it here.
Let's see. Do you want me to share the screen for the?
I've got it shared on mine if you guys want to pop it up.
Okay.
I got the Kickstarter page.
There you go. Producer A's on it.
There we go. Crimson Shadows issue 2. You got our good friend Brett Pinson down there. He handled the lettering and graphics and stuff on this one. I handled the pencils, writing, colors. We also have Kevin Miner who handled inks. Shara Lima who did our flats. And then we also have Sean Forney, who is our special guest artist, did a wonderful cover that I'll scroll down to that. So it's been a fun project to do. And there he is there. So there's the cover Sean did. It came out lovely. Love
very nice.
Yeah. He makes my colors look bad. So I
had a lot of fun because you sent me some materials to look at, and like shortly after that, Kevin joined us to talk about Poe.
Yeah.
And he filled me in on some more of the stuff that was going on in the book that I didn't have a chance to look at yet about how, and I'll let you go through and describe it, but it gave me like instantly, I was like, okay, now I got an idea of like where I want to take this drawing, what I want to do with it, but I'll let you give everybody the little.
Yeah, sure. So what is Crimson Shadows? It's kind of this universe that I created in my head about 4 or 5 years ago. I actually wrote the story, and it kind of got put away, and I never got back to it. And then years later, I started writing a Dracula story, and going through my stuff, found this script. I'm like, oh my God, I forgot I did all this. I'm like, this is great. And so with some slight modifications, we've modernized it a bit, but it takes place in late 1880s Victorian England. And we got all those fun characters, Jack the Ripper, Dracula. We got Frankenstein, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde will be in it. But the main story centers around our main character, Julius Resnick, who is undergoing some changes. We'll find out he is actually a vampire in the books. And it's his story and how he deals with being one of Dracula's minions and trying to get out from under his thumb is kind of the larger story arc of the whole series. This is issue 2. In this issue, we get introduced to Sherlock Holmes and Watson. So they're on the case here helping Scotland Yard. But part of what we do in this universe is we tie in real life facts, figures, and dates into the situation. So this all takes place in Whitechapel, England, which is where the Jack the Ripper murders happen. So we're tying that in here. What else, Brett? I feel like I went on one long sentence.
I think you pretty much covered it. I mean, we don't want to give too much away.
Yeah.
In the story and that, but it's, dealing with characters that are based, there are some real life characters involved as well as fictional characters. So it's kind of become a historical fiction story. And of course, bringing in Sherlock and Watson, because they are part of the public domain now, we can actually incorporate them as if they were the real people there, not just doing these Sherlock stories that we all know and love.
Right. Yeah. So some other things to point out. We are doing awesome. We are currently at $3,449. So we are $51 away from unlocking our 4th stretch goal. So here's how our stretch goals work. If you currently have $25 in pledges, you qualify for the first 3 stretch goals, which is about $25 of free rewards. Our next stretch goal, $51 away, we add 2 bonus pages of story. We introduce the Elephant Man, aka Joseph Merritt. There's part of the true life people. We introduce him to the story along with the plague doctors that are going to become a major part of the story in issue 3. So this kind of gives you a little intro into them as well. Plague doctors have always struck me as interesting. They're like the most terrifying doctors I think you could ever picture. I'd hate to see them showing up to your door.
Right?
We're here to help you, really.
I don't think so. I'm gonna take that whiskey option.
Yeah. Maybe that's why they took the whiskey option.
Right, exactly.
Well, I see we got a couple that's like cool and that sounds pretty awesome. If those, if Edward and Stephen, you guys want to support this, while this is issue 2, through our add-ons, which Scott can discuss a little further, is the ability to get issue 1 as well as a choice of multiple covers, including the one that I did.
That's right. Yep. So issue 1, we had a bunch of awesome variant covers there. Also, we also have Wretched Realms available that came out. Well, technically last year or this year, I don't even remember anymore. It's all a blur.
It was last fall.
Yeah. So we're Bardstone Publishing. This is our 5th Kickstarter in the last just over a year, roughly a year. Yeah, we've got Poe Macabre Master as one of our series by our buddy Kevin E. Meinert. We've got our Wretched Realm series, Crimson Shadow series. We got Brett's series through his companies as well. So we're a growing company, and we're putting out some awesome stuff for everybody.
Awesome.
So I guess how do you find us if you want to donate? There you go. You can go to bardstone.com, BARDSTONE.com, click the Kickstarter page, or go to Kickstarter and type in Crimson Shadows. You can find us that way as well.
And we got the link up in the comments for everybody on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch.
Fantastic.
And we got the stuff scrolling across the bottom to get everybody's notified of your info there and whatnot. But what you guys described on the like the story and everything you're bringing in, the historical stuff, that's what immediately hooked me. Like I said, like Kevin kind of beat me to the punch and like giving me some of the back info before I was able to get into like reading any of the stuff. And it was like, oh, yeah, Jack the Ripper, Dracula, Frankenstein. And it was like Sherlock Holmes. And I was like, all right, I got an idea. So I was playing with it. That's when I like started shooting you messages and stuff, going like, okay, I think I know where I want to go with this.
Yeah, and we were blessed to have Sean to work on as a guest cover artist also for Poe issue 2. So that was great. Sean's always doing awesome work.
And I, had a blast with doing that one too. And I've seen everybody's been getting their packages in the last week and a half or whatever. So
yeah.
So if you guys haven't yet, check out the stuff. These guys are on the ball with shipping everything out in a timely fashion. Going through packing everything nice, tight, secure. So if you're a collector and want to get the stuff graded or whatever, it's going to come in pristine condition.
Yeah, if you support Sean and Rodney's Kickstarters, we use the same packaging. We stole all their ideas and called them our own. And but although Sean upped the game there, his packaging for now it's like stamped with the logo on there.
Yes, that was
like, oh man, now I gotta go do that.
Yeah, the sticker that Kevin put on the outside of the Poe package was perfect. Yeah, had a nice little look to it, and those stamps were all thanks to producers A, B, and Rodney as they were stamping, and we had our assembly line going for the packing party.
Nice. And then
full tape stamp.
Now, how much red ink was all over everybody's hands at the end?
Oh yeah,
looked like we were down there killing cats in the basement.
Yeah.
Like an episode of Invincible, right?
Yeah, exactly. One thing I want to point out too for backers, one of the frustrating things with independent comics can be how long it takes us to put out the next issue, because it's time consuming, and all of us have been working hard on our projects. Sean and Rodney have been doing great on their projects also, and but one of the we want the next issue. How long before the next one? Issue 1 of this came out last year. This is issue 2. Issue 3 and 4 are already written. Issue 3 I'm already in the works on. So the plan is to have issue 3 later this year, by the end of the year, out as a Kickstarter. So I'm working feverishly on that to keep it moving and keep the ball rolling. And just like with Kevin Meinert too, his issue 3 of Poe is in the works also. So our plan is to keep this going and keep it going. I think I have through issue 5 written actually. So I've been really moving forward on this to keep the ball going.
That is awesome, man.
Yeah,
You
gotta
be
keep
cooking.
the momentum going, right?
Oh yeah.
Absolutely.
And if you guys didn't see it, Stephen Lightman, Reading with Flight Ring. I hope I got that name right. He's got you up on his page and
Thank you
tweeted
so
out.
much.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Yeah, we do appreciate that. Every little bit helps. And I just want to point out one last thing. If we hit our goals, we have 4 days to go, but we have like 50 followers who haven't pledged yet on this campaign. So it is possible we hit our top goals on this still.
I'll get that.
Yeah, go down to the stretch goals there. I want to show what we've got. Okay, so here we go. So right now we're about to unlock 3,500 right there. That gives us 2 bonus pages. I've actually already drawn out the 4 page, which will get unlocked at 4,000. So I'm hoping we get there. If not, it'll get separated and part of it will be in the next issue. But number 5 or 5,000 is a bonus sketch cover, or a limited cover, I should say, featuring our Frankenstein on the cover. That's added for free along with the other stretch goals to all rewards of $40 or more. And then last but not least, we'll color the 4-page bonus story if we get to 6,000. Side note, I'm probably just going to color it anyways if we hit all 4 pages. So don't worry about that. So actually, if we just hit the 5,000, that's $50 in free rewards to all orders of $40 or more. That's a lot of value.
Yeah.
So just want to point that out too.
And if there's anybody watching that's already pledged, you can up your pledges to the $40 level at any time, and even do it as additional add-ons.
Yeah. Scroll up a little bit, Brett, to the first 3 rewards so we can show what's already unlocked.
Yep. So we got the metal trading card there.
Yeah. So we got 2 metal trading cards. That's the trading card number 1. It'll be a metal trading card to go with our trading card set. And then a limited edition. That artwork there is by Dale Gruber. He did our ultra limited metal cover, but it's also going to be published as a limited edition in his original black and white. And then number 3 is the second metallic trading card featuring Joseph Merrick, aka the Elephant Man, on that. So that's $25 in free rewards right now for all pledges of 25 or more. So
everybody's getting a killer deal if they back this. I mean,
killer deal.
Yeah, you're getting the book plus $25 worth of free goodies, and if they hit those other goals, you're getting an extra book, so you can get one slabbed, read one. Yeah,
that's right.
Or get it up, you might end up with at least 3 of them. So
there you go.
And then, of course, one of the cool things is Scott came up with this trading card set. There's 40 cards in all. And this is a great add-on. So if you've already pledged and you're thinking about something really cool, this has got a lot of cool artwork that's some in the comics, out of the comics, covers. You can get 40 cards for $30, and they match right up with the metal ones that you're going to get as part of the rewards. And it's a great thing said. And we're going to add more cards to future Kickstarters. So it's a great way to continue a set.
Very nice. Those are
we have a variety of cards. So there's character cards that show us cards of the current characters that are in the editions. We also have our concept cards. We have different characters that haven't appeared yet. We have our cover cards, which highlight all the awesome artwork of the various covers that we've had so far. Mm-hmm. Then we have panel cards that grab the great artwork from the issues, highlighting some of the key scenes. And last but not least, we also have location cards. So that's Scotland Yard there, of highlighting some of the locations that things take place. So it's been a fun thing to do, adding these cards. Like, so much artwork gets built up through the comics and concept art and all these things. I wanted to find a way to put it out there, and I'm like, let's do trading cards.
Yeah, that's a brilliant idea. And a couple of the guys in the house here watching, if they're still here anyway, Andre works on a lot of the Marvel sketch cards and the other various sketch card sets. And Jonathan Dunn, who may or may not still be here, he's a big collector of the various trading cards and sketch cards. So,
yep. And that's actually something I'm hoping to add in the next one. So each card, it's logoed on the back, and each card is numbered for all you collectors. And then, but I'm thinking with issue 3, I'm actually going to get sketch cards printed up, and then I can include sketch cards in with the with these packets. I myself used to be a overworked sketch card artist for many years, doing all the Star Wars and everything else. I got burnt out after 7 years of that, but I can do it for my series. I don't mind doing it for my work.
There you go.
But yeah, good times.
Yeah.
Awesome.
That's cool, man. And I think that's, and I say this every time that we have somebody on or we're talking about our own stuff, but I think it's worth repeating is when you back guys like us and what we do, you're not just getting a book. Right?
Yeah.
You're getting a whole box of goodies and just chewy goodness. I mean, cards and prints and all kind of just amazing stuff. And you're not going to get that at a comic shop when you go and buy comics.
Yeah. And you're not going to get that from me either if you buy it from a convention, because I won't be able to afford all this into a. So buy it here through the Kickstarter. You get way more than, when I travel for a show, I got to pay traveling costs, table fees, hotel fees, food. I got a lot of costs that sink into a show. Yeah. Well, on Kickstarter here, I only have the cost of the book. So I can add so much value to these packages to reward you guys for having the faith in us to back these things. So that's what we're doing. I really want to pour value into this. Like I said, you're going to have the potential of 2 free variant covers added to your order, up to 3 metal exclusive trading cards, plus 4 full color added content. And that's the other thing I want to touch on. A normal comic book is about 22 pages. We're going to be we're currently at 30 pages. We'll be at 32 with the next unlock goal, 34 with the final unlock goal. So up to 34 pages of content. That's a lot.
Nice.
Now I got a question. Is each issue a self-contained, or does it lead into the next issue?
This is leading into. It leads into. I mean, you could like issue 2 if you were to get it by itself. I don't think there's anything that you absolutely must read, but it'll make more sense if you did. Okay. So it's better to read it with the other issues, but
yeah, I guess I asked that question wrong. What I meant was, I know it's a series and it's going to continue from one issue to another, but the issue that you read, it's start to finish, it's a complete story.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Okay. Yeah, cool. But I do try to end each one on a cliffhanger.
Oh yeah.
To entice. Dun, dun, dun. And actually, that's where I utilize my Marvel-inspired epilogues, post-credit scenes at the end of each story. So it's whatever's coming in the next story. Instead of just doing like sometimes we'll do like a next issue, and you do a screenshot of the cover. I've been throwing in like these little bonus stories to give a pre-introduction of the next character.
It's like Jim Shooter's What Has Come Before in reverse.
Yes. There you go. So yeah, so it's just a nice way of give a little teaser like, this, especially with this universe being so new, I really want to tease the audience to say, they're bringing Frankenstein. They're bringing Sherlock Holmes. They're bringing, Joseph Merrick. So just so it helps keep that appetite whet to say, we want to follow this some more.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's very cool. Andre's giving you guys some shout outs in the comments. Says, do it. Who doesn't like a good package?
Yeah. Well, we've talked a lot about how Sean has Sean's package is part of this.
I got it right up here. It's a $20 pledge. You can actually get Sean's cover. You can
get Sean's package for $20.
There you go.
There you go, Andre. He's giving you all sorts of material, Andre.
Yeah.
Next time I'm going to call Sean's package the Fruity Pebble Churro.
Oh, there you go. Hey, I was even today looking in the store trying to find my Fruity Pebble coffee creamer, and I've struck out every time.
I actually saw that in the store about a week or two ago, and I was stunned. I'm like, what? What is this? Can't you just put Fruity Pebbles in your coffee?
Oh, Steve, Steve's killing me. It must be a small package for that price.
Hey, that's not what she said.
So, breaking news, we are at $34.98. We are $2 away
Oh,
adding the next stretch goal.
Oh,
So,
come on,
all right.
Somebody step up and spend $2. Come on.
$2.
Whoever, if somebody's watching that back this, thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah, that's awesome. So,
Yeah.
I mean, we will definitely cross that $2 threshold. I will, and if for some reason we don't, I'm going to add that 2-page story anyway. So I'll just call it unlocked right now.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I can give a little peek at that. Brett, can you click on the updates tab and click the latest update? I think it is. It gives us a peek at my pencils for this next one. There.
All right.
That one.
This one here?
Yep. Third stretch goal unlocked. So I gave a sneak peek of the 2 pages that are getting added. So we're going to be a 32-page story now. These are the layouts here showing the Joseph Merrick. He lives in the Royal London Hospital at this point in true life history. So we show him in there. He was the avid deck of card house builder. So I show him building a stack of cards. He could actually build these amazing, beautiful ones. But if I drew that, it wouldn't look like a deck of card house. So I went very basic. Sorry, Joseph. But you see the plague doctor is arriving to ask him some questions between that page and the next page. Mm-hmm. So this is a sneak peek at what those 2 pages are going to be.
It's great line work. That's beautiful.
Yeah, very beautiful.
Thank you.
And you say Kevin's inking it?
The epilogues I typically do 100% myself.
Oh, okay.
Just because I can only work my free labor so hard. So
right. Understandable.
I don't want to abuse them too much. So these the epilogues are usually me. And then Kevin I reserve for my main story. I always feel bad. It's like, I try to reward everyone nicely though. We did it? Someone did $2 exactly.
Yeah, they have to.
Awesome. So this evening I'll post all the updates showing that it's unlocked. But it's official. We've crossed the 3,500 mark. And like I said, it is very possible to hit that 5,000 and 6,000 goal. So with the number of followers we have that haven't pledged yet. So,
and everybody that's watching, like the best thing for like all this stuff, and I know you've heard Rodney and I talk about it on all these things, but if you can't back it, or maybe it's just not your thing, give it a share. Tell all your social media friends to go give it a look, and hopefully it's something for them.
Definitely. Yeah, that's a huge help to share it.
Yeah.
Because you can access people we can't.
Yeah.
Yep.
And social media right now is designed to kind of bury this stuff in everybody's news feed. So the more it gets out there, the better likelihood that people are actually going to see it, interact, and get it noticed. Because that's our biggest pet peeve with doing all this stuff, is that every time we try to share stuff, I will use myself as an example. Last week when we were posting up photos going, hey, our field guides here, blah blah blah, we were getting so many and a lot of them ended up being like really close friends and family members going, oh, that's cool, how do we get a copy?
Right,
the 5,000 posts we put out as we were running the Kickstarter. Seriously, but that's just goes to show you how much that stuff gets buried, because we're not always paying those promotional dollars to the social media gods to be like, here, put my stuff out into the interwebs and share it with people for money. Right. So all those little shares do some good for all of us.
Definitely. Cool. Well, we appreciate you guys too having us on here to talk about it.
Oh, anytime. Just returning the favor for the number of times you guys have had us on, and all that good stuff. The more we can help out our indie brothers and sisters in arms here.
Yeah. So speaking of the Kickstarters, what's the horizon for you two? What's next on your plate for your Kickstarters? Do you have ones in the pipeline?
Rodney's the next one up. Can he talk on it?
Yeah, I think we're going to be doing a Kickstarter for issue 2 of Pitter Patter.
Oh, okay, very good.
Probably, I would say sometime in early June.
Nice.
And then hopefully, if all the stars align and everything continues happening the way it is, at the end of the year, Kickstarter for issue 2 of Roadkill Rampage.
That's what I was hoping to hear. I gotta
yeah.
see what happens in Roadkill Rampage 2.
Yeah, it is currently being produced, so
I can totally see that as one of those, what is it called, Grindhouse movies.
Yes.
Yeah. So.
Oh yeah.
Cool stuff.
Yeah, I'm excited about it. So it's looking pretty cool.
And then Russell's, added your backup story, Critter Splatter.
Critter Splatter. It's either going to be a backup story or the name of the letters page.
Nice.
Then we'll have ours. Hopefully, I'm shooting by the end of the year if I can fit it in amongst all the other projects. But we're working on getting the stuff gathered up to do the next issue of Scarlet Huntress and wrap up the story arc that we've been building to this entire time. So we'll see where we get. So hopefully that'll play out the way we're anticipating.
Yeah, very good, very good. Well, that's it on our end. Anything from you, Brett?
No. We appreciate everybody supported it so far. Let's try to hit the rest of those stretch goals. We've got till Wednesday night. It's done at 8 p.m.
Yeah, we'll do our final 7 to 8.
7 to 8. We'll be on 10 a.m. on Wednesday with Odd Musings.
Yep.
Our weekly show, which Sean and Rodney have both been on. And
yep.
And of course, whenever you guys got something to promote, let us know. We'll definitely have you guys on our shows, and
definitely
always appreciate being here. So thank you.
Excellent.
Yeah, thank you guys for coming on and sharing your wares here, and good luck. Hopefully hit the rest of those stretch goals in the next 4 days here. We'll keep trying to plug away on the social medias for you, and
all right,
hope for the best.
Have a good night, guys.
Have a good night.
Guys, you too. Thanks.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.
See you guys. All right, folks, get out there, get some shares, tell your friends, tell your enemies. Ask your grandma to donate some money. I don't know.
I don't know.
I'm out of ideas, but there you go. It's a really fun idea. It's a fun story. Like that's what immediately hooked me, was finding out all the historical stuff was getting mixed in with the classic monsters, and I was like sold.
Yeah. It's a good formula.
Yeah.
For endless types of stories. I'm going to take a quick break. Okay. I'll be right back.
All right. Now I got to do this all on my own. What am I going to do, Andre? You're my only hope. I got Batman Who Laughs. All right. So there we go. So check all those fun doodads and Kickstarter-y things out. Can't think of any other fun, exciting news to talk about. But I think we'll change up. I've got Batman Who Laughs penciled pretty tight here. So that's going to move on to inks next. So now we'll move on to a 50-50 sketch. How many 50-50 sketches do I have to do? 47? There should be a fun Clerks joke in there, some way, shape, or form. But I don't think it was 47. I think it was 37. You should be used to doing it alone. I know, but it's so much more entertaining when I've got Rodney and Andre to keep me entertained.
All right, I'm back.
Tina, what's up? Were the guests on? They just left. Tina's late to her own party.
Sorry about that. Whew. Okay.
All good in the hood?
All good in the hood. Everything came out perfectly.
Excellent. I'm getting text from Jalen Warner, but he's not here to hang out with us.
What's he doing?
Apparently, oogling some J Fife stuff.
What?
That was producer A's fault, apparently.
Oh, I see.
Former student of hers has J5 artwork on the wall.
Really?
J5's getting famous. I was going to finish that in his old age, but I won't do that.
He ought to be as much awesome artwork as he keeps kicking out.
Oh yeah. Andre, Jalen Warner, come hither. Sounds like Andre's going to have another one of those parties that we can't mention.
Uh-oh. It's one of those bodies.
All right. Punchline. We need some punchline reference.
Google.
The Google.
Google is your friend. Faux show.
Just finished mowing the lawn. Are you mowing the lawn in the dark?
I heard that.
We call it manscaping up here. Nice. Got the lawnmower 3.0, do you? I do watch too many podcasts. Dang it. It's just funny. It's either Manscaped, with the lawnmower 3.0, or the Blue Chew. They're the biggest sponsors right now.
What did you say? The blue what?
The Blue Chew.
The Blue Chew.
It's how do I put this eloquently? Boner pills.
Oh, Blue Chew. I get it.
That was the perfect response.
Cue the boing sound effect.
It's hilarious when the guys have to read off like the copy that they're given.
Yeah. He goes old school, ice comb and tweezers.
Oh, that'll
leave a mark.
yeah, that'll make it cry. What? We've got this. No, we don't believe anything from We've Got This Covered.
They're reporting that Keanu Reeves will reportedly leave Justice League Dark at
There might be some truth to that one, though.
What's that?
Keanu Reeves leading Justice League Dark as Constantine.
Oh, I did see that.
There's been a lot of rumors about him coming back as Constantine, so I can kind of actually believe we got this covered for once. I'm gonna let that one slide. John Wick up the Constantine a little bit.
That'd be okay with me. I liked Constantine.
I did too. I'm not somebody that read the comic book a bunch, so I don't have the gripes that longtime readers have. But I really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
These toned covers are a little tricky.
Yeah, they are. They look cool though.
Yeah, I really like the results I can get by the time I'm done, but man, it's a little tricky to work on. All right, Jalen Warner's back. He finished the manscaping.
Hey. Good to know.
Oh, Andre. Now, if only his phone would have auto-corrected that into something funny.
We can always dream.
Manscaping is a dirty word. No, it's not. It's a funny word. Edward says crazy. Is that we're crazy or what we're doing's crazy? Producer A says both.
We're a little crazy.
We haven't touched last Friday yet, though.
No, last Friday was epic.
Yeah, it was.
Uh-oh.
Oh, man, we're canceled because Warner found it sexist and offended. Mr. I hate drawing females popping off over there. Which one hates drawing females, Rodney or Jalen? Oh, the manscaping talk is crazy. Yeah, well, glorious leader, Rodney. He was talking about you on the not drawing females there.
Oh. I continue to try. That's all you can do.
Hey, that's how we improve, right?
That's how you get better.
Practice, 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 just to get to Carnegie.
All right. Sound effects are starting to come in.
Sound effects are coming in. All right. Oh, I got to see the finished Boba Fett this morning. That turned out freaking epic, dude.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it looked like you were having some fun on it. I mean, that turned out killer.
Very happy with it. And it is for sale, folks. So if anybody's interested, drop us a line.
Yeah, the detail that you put on the missile or whatever.
Yeah.
That was just insane. That's what caught my eye. Like earlier when I saw it, I was like,
The background.
Because like I was like zooming in, going, okay, did he like do all this in marker or did he do some of it in pencil?
No, I think the missile was all. There was a little. Andre, we thought so too. But it wasn't to be. I added a little sepia, but not on the missile part.
Okay.
That was more down where the yellows were. I think I might have added a little because I went in with colored pencil and did on some of the greens and stuff and just gave it a more like parts where there were impact marks on the armor. I went and kind of gave it the buckled look around the frayed paint and all that stuff.
Yeah, it's just like all that detail and all the like rust, the grit, the textures and all that. Just it turned out fantastic.
Cool. Thank you. That's what I like to hear.
All right, another punchline. Folks are digging this punchline character.
They are. She seems to be the bee's knees.
You don't have Boba Fett nearby, do you?
Yeah, actually I do. Hang on a second. Producer B has it.
Should show that bad boy off again.
Thank you. Ow. There goes another kneecap. There we go. Ta-da.
Yeah, that just looks sweet. Yeah, it's that little spot like where it's like gray and it fades into the white. That's what really got me. I'm like, okay, what else is he doing here? Yeah, that right there.
Yeah, that's just marker.
Yeah, that turned out killer.
Thank you. Yeah, it's just building. I did an undertone on that particular part with a cool gray, and then because it's carbon, built up carbon on it, so the carbon's a warm gray, and I was really studying the photos that I used for reference, and I'm like, okay, so we've got a cool gray undertone, and then the carbon's a warm gray, so we're gonna go over it on top of the warm gray, and then it worked. It turned out really nice. I'm pretty happy with it. Then pretty happy with the background. Just minimalistic enough to push it in the background and get you the nice Bestman sunset there.
Yeah, that turned out really, really nice. Yeah, and Jonathan's saying it, and so Steven and Andre, they all agree.
Cool. Thanks, guys.
Edward, they are all digging it. So there you go, folks. It's available.
It is available if interested.
I tagged my buddies over on Star Wars Time Show to go check it out.
Oh, sweet. Thank you. Yeah, he's just
got some Star Wars. Tag those dudes.
Like I said, last week when we were working on these, Lucas said a long time ago that Star Wars is a used universe.
Yeah.
And that has stuck with me since I was a kid. And I like doing the used texture and all that dirt and all that grime and all that battle damage. It's challenging and it's rewarding when you get it, and I know how to do it. So, yay.
Something you can't get in trouble for.
Yeah, exactly. You can't go wrong with Boba Fett. Back to Ahsoka. What? No, there it is. So the Incredible Invincible got picked up for 2 more seasons.
Yeah, I am so pumped.
That's
Like,
good.
I'm digging the season, and we talked about it a little bit last night. Like they've sped up like parts of the story, like as to how it like transpired in the comics, and they've kind of like bumped some stuff, and they've changed some stuff and whatnot. But I'm still digging everything they're doing in it.
Yeah.
Because yesterday I went and grabbed just a like handful of copies because I wanted to sketch Invincible. I just been getting that itch of like, all right, I got to do something. So I did a couple of doodles on the iPad of trying to get an idea of something I want to do once I get a little bit more free time here.
Right.
And I just quickly thumbed through a couple of the issues that I dug out, and it's like I quickly realized like, okay, I'm in issue like 60 or something. And it's like, well, wait a minute. This guy is still on the show, and this guy's not, and this has already started happening, but it didn't, didn't take place until issue 60 something or whatever.
Yeah.
And so it's like they're moving some stuff up, but they're
expediting the process.
Yeah, and I'm assuming that's because they've got something much bigger in mind to tell for the overall story.
That's cool, and apparently it's being received pretty well.
Yeah, it seems everybody's digging it. The only person I know that's had a gripe about it is Jesse, and we keep giving him grief about it.
What does he like about it?
I don't know. I'm trying to remember what his complaint was. It was like he didn't like the animation, and like his response to everything we've all been watching lately is meh. It's like, what is wrong with you? We keep telling him he's broken. And producer A agrees. He is broken. We'll watch stuff, and we all like trade a bunch of messages back and forth. And he comes in, he's like, meh. Like what? like how on earth can you think that? But I don't know. All the rest of us have been digging it and comparing notes, and
yeah, I dig it.
And I personally really dig the animation style. I mean, it looks like it's pulled straight from the comics.
Yeah, I think that's one of the things I like about it so much is it's just, and I like the fact that they're not afraid to go with the ultra violence.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm digging it.
And I still don't think the cartoon has touched the level of violence that the comic does.
Oh no.
But yeah, that's got to be like one of the goriest comics I think I've ever looked at.
They've got at least 2 more seasons to up their game.
Oh yeah. Yeah, if they play it out anywhere close to what they've done in the comics, yeah, it's gonna be brutal.
Kind of makes me wish I would have been reading it all these years.
And now, if you want any copies of it, it's a pretty penny.
Yeah, I remember, the guy that sells all those trades at the shows for $5.
Oh yeah.
He had a shit ton of those Invincible trades, and I was getting so many other trades I never bothered to get those. because I wasn't reading it. So I was like, well, why bother since I'm not reading it right now? I'll come back at some other point and get it later. But now it's like, wow.
And I think issue 1 was like $900 or something like that right now.
Yeah. See, I'm never gonna try to go, hunt down that issue. I'm not, the collector in me from that aspect is no longer exists.
Right.
If I could find a beater copy in half price books or something like that, that'd be something. But I'm not gonna go out of my way to, I'm not spending big bucks on a issue.
Yeah, I just want to go back and get some trades of like some of the earlier stuff because if I remember right, I think when I was like digging through this stuff, I think the earliest issue I have is issue 16.
Okay.
So like I would like just to have that like first handful of issues just as something I can read the story.
Right.
Then I've got, I forget where I left off, but it was really close to the end of the run.
Yeah, I mean, I'd definitely be interested in getting the trades.
All right, I got
trades.
Both of my 50/50 sketched out here. I think I'm going to have a lot of inking to do over the next few days.
That's what we do. That's what we do.
Andre says, watch the last episode for your fix of violence. Excellent.
We can do that. Although I got a good fix of violence the other night when I watched Godzilla vs. Kong.
Oh, there you go. Okay, I worked a little faster than I anticipated. What to work on?
You could just hang out and shoot the shit. There's only 7 more minutes.
Let's see. Where did got a stack of these things going all over the desk here. Come back to Lady Death from last night.
I really like that.
Thank you.
That's very nice.
Let's hope that some ink sticks to this thing because this cover feels a little slick.
Huh.
This is definitely one of those ones that marker would just beat up all over.
What are you going to ink it with?
Well, I'm hoping just the normal assortment of pens, but we'll see if that sticks. If that doesn't stick, I might have to break out brush.
The brush. The vaunted brush.
Edward says they've got a sale going on the big what is that, the omnibus of the first 50 issues of Invincible.
Huh. I'm not a big fan of the omnibuses. They're too big.
That's what she said. Yeah, no, I agree with you. They're obnoxious to try to read. I just want like the standard trade of like what 5-6 issues, whatever.
Yeah.
Like that's manageable. You plop it down, sit there and read it.
I'm with you.
Andre says there's a serious holy shit WTF is going on scene. It's delicious. Break out Lucille. Is Lucille as in BB King's guitar, or Lucille as in Negan's bat, or Lucille as in that's what I should be naming my brush? I'm not sure which route I should be going there.
That's an old Vampirella cover. That's why
Yeah, this one's been sitting in the the old back stock for a little bit.
Yeah, that seems to be taking it okay.
Yeah. It would not take color, though. That's for darn sure.
Is it a black and white or is it color?
This one's just black and white. I picked out all the black and whites to do first.
Oh, that's good.
The brush. Keep up with the comments, man. Lucille as in Uncle Phil's pull stick. I forgot that one. The satellite. There's a satellite called Lucille.
That's going back. Uncle Phil's pool stick.
Oh, yeah. I still got to watch the reunion thing that they did on the HBO.
Oh, yeah. Did you see the picture that they posted the other day of Will Smith bungee jumping? And it's a picture of him upside down, and he looks just like Uncle Phil.
Oh, no kidding. No, I didn't see that.
Yeah, it's crazy because I actually thought it was Uncle Phil, but it's actually Will Smith.
I'll have to go digging for that one.
Yeah, it was either on the gram or the book.
Okay.
It had to have been the book because I don't follow him on the gram.
It was mind blowing when I discovered he was the voice of Shredder.
Oh, Uncle Phil?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't remember how long ago that was, but it was just kind of like, what?
Well, that's kind of like me watching the X-Men cartoons and going, oh, it's Jay Peterman, the voice from Seinfeld, as the voice of Magneto. That's or as the voice of Charles Xavier, and then George Takei is the voice of Magneto.
Yeah, I gotta go back and rewatch some of that stuff. I haven't seen it in so long.
Yeah, I gotta watch some more episodes. I watched some the other day, and then I haven't gone back and watched any more since.
I missed a bunch. I got food, says Jalen Warner. And Jonathan says that's one of my favorite episodes of Fresh Prince. Yeah, that was a really good episode. The whole pool hustle.
Yeah. Yeah, that was good.
Yeah, that was definitely a must on the TV growing up.
That was a teachable moment for young Will.
Oh yeah.
And I got to tell you, I finally broke out this thing. Producer B bought me a roll of it. And
Yeah,
cut a little strip of it, and now I can just lay that on there and boom. It goes nowhere.
Oh, why am I blanking on it? The cupboard
liner.
Yeah. Shelf liner. That's what I was trying to think of.
Yeah.
Yeah, I use that a couple places in the house. Like we got one of those automatic bread maker things.
Yeah.
And that thing, when it gets to kneading the dough, it really like goes wild and dances all over the countertop.
Oh man.
And like I think it was like the first time we made bread with it, it danced its way right off the countertop. So it's like, okay, we gotta figure out something. So I was like trying to like weight it down, like put stuff in front of it and all this. And then I found some of that shelf paper when I was like going through a drawer or something. I'm like, I'm just gonna set it on this, and it worked.
Sweet. Jonathan says that I used to love Duckman, and it threw me off when I realized it was George from Seinfeld.
Oh yeah.
George likes his chicken spicy.
Andre thinks you should have got that shelf liner stuff a lot sooner. He says about damn time. Oh man, remember the critic? Yes.
Oh yeah, John Lovitz.
Yes. That was funny. Buy my book. Buy my book.
He had one of the funniest reaction shot scenes in a movie that I've ever seen in my life. And when I saw it for the first time, I laughed so hard I about pissed myself. It was in A League of Their Own. When he goes and he's scouting girls for the team, and he goes and he finds that woman that's the really heavy hitter, hits all the home runs.
Oh yeah.
And she turns and looks at him, and just his look was like, "Oh,
oh yeah."
His look, the way he played that was just priceless. I laughed my ass off just thinking about it today.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of that woman's name because that was hilarious.
Yeah, Danny, no soup for you.
The soup Nazi.
Soup Nazi. Love me some Seinfeld.
Oh yeah. Oh, I think I'm like killing this pen here.
That's perfect time to call it a night then.
Yeah, wrap it up for tonight.
Yeah.
Got some Invincibles to watch.
That's right.
Last night you had the draft to watch. Tonight we got Invincible.
Oh, the draft is on again tonight.
Oh, it is?
Yeah. But we're kind of...
Oh, yeah. Ohio State did something. There you go. That's all they talked about in the news was the one Ohio State player getting picked up by the one team. Every news from like morning until, the 6 o'clock news was, yes, the, kid from OSU got picked up in the draft. I don't think we heard the weather or anything.
Well, the reason why it was such a big deal was because Chicago traded up 4 slots to get him, and nobody saw that coming. So that was kind of a big deal. I don't think that he's crazy about the prospect of going to Chicago.
Yeah, who would be?
They don't tend to have the quarterback's best interest at heart, so he's going to be running for his life. It's a good thing he's a running quarterback.
Well,
He is fast. He'll be fine.
he's fast. He'll be fine.
Exactly. He'll be good for 3 or 4 years until they hurt him so bad he can't play anymore.
Until his knees completely give out. And
Exactly.
excellent.
But they got a lot of guys drafted tonight too.
Yeah. 2 more so far.
From
I'm sure it'll be all over the news tomorrow.
Oh yeah,
That's
there's
all we'll hear.
at least 4 that I can remember just kind of glancing up and seeing them going off the board. Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I'm being told let's wrap it up, and I hear the yawning rodent.
Yes, the rodent is yawning. We have to.
All right, folks. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for checking out our friends over at Bardstone there. Brett and Scott were on. Go give them some love on the old Kickstarter. Check out Crimson Shadows issue 2 if I could talk. Jeez. What's that?
Danny's on the
Yeah, Danny's on the loose. He's back in Facebook land. So everybody hide your wives, hide your kids. Something I can't remember the rest of that dude saying. All that good stuff. Yeah, it's Friday night. Watch some Invincible. Enjoy the weekend and come back and join us next week as we figure out what we're doing on Sunday.
Sounds like a plan.
Yeah. All right, everybody. Have a great night, great weekend, and we will catch you all back here sometime next week.
All right. Good night, everybody.